Good day, everyone. Richard, aka Richarzard, here once again for another Magic the Gathering video, and I once again welcome you to another episode of The Upkeep. Yep, just a disclaimer, we kind of bought a lot of stuff, but this is not meant to tell you guys what to buy. No, these are just my personal preferences, and well, except for the double masters cards, I think you should buy some of them while they are at their cheapest. Because yeah, I think this is a limited print run, and prices, especially if the staple cards, would soon rise. So yep, don't miss up on that. And actually, I started to buy singles of double masters recently because yep, I got burned on these babies. So yep, they're open already. Because actually, I wanted to get this the Soul Ring promo, so I decided to open up some packs from Glorietta 2. So let's check out what I got. I slightly don't remember, but what I remember is that none of my pulls were very good. So yep, foil, and at least we got a mythic, but it's Dragon Lord Silumgar and Planar Bridge, which I was kind of surprised doesn't have that much value anymore. Well, maybe because it was reprinted a number of times. So there you go. Not really the mythic we would have liked to open. I kind of doubt there's anything else that is of value here. Well, Monastery Swift Spear downgraded to common. You can use that. Momentary Blink, I guess in Blink decks you can use that as well. So let's just set these aside. Second pack, guys. We do get a Shadowborn Apostle in foil. That has got to have some value at least. Let's put it here. And a borderless Grand Arbiter Augustine. That's something, I guess. And Guided Passage. Yeah. It's just separate tokens. And we get Simic Growth Chamber in the borderless. I guess we can set that aside. And I don't think anything else is of value here. Third pack. Again, I just bought these packs hoping, well, first of all, hoping to get something of value. Second, for the Soul Ring. Supreme Verdict in foil. I wish I could have gotten the borderless one, but that's something, I guess. Marchesa. The alternate art of this Marchesa, the borderless one's really good. And Mikaeus the Lunarch. Unfortunately, this doesn't hold any value whatsoever. Apparently Sign of Darkness, I think, has a value. I'm just going to put the price here. If I don't, then it doesn't really have any. Okay, that's it for this pack. And the last one. Okay, Fairy Rogue token. And yep, we got Dramoka's Command and Joe the Archmage Eternal. Yep. And considering I've pulled from a recently opened Double Masters box, so I guess the guys who are pulling after me are going to have one heck of a time. Because I already filtered out the the crappy pulls. So this is a lesson. If you're not going to buy the entire box, or at least you should have pre-ordered a box if you were going to open packs in the first place. So yeah, don't just, well, you might get lucky, but of course it's always a gamble. And so far, I've been opening duds in Double Masters, so I've resorted to buying singles. So this one, I think, is from a seller named Lucky Angelo. First time I bought from him. And I was kind of worried because when I bought these cards from him, he was in the province. And I think it took an extra day for him to ship it. So yeah, I was literally sweating or worrying because I haven't been scammed yet of magic cards, and I don't plan to be scammed. So these are the cards that I told you about for Double Masters 2022 that I think was going to rise in value, or at least some of them. I think so. And you should buy them before they rise in price. Well, the normal versions of these cards are way cheaper, so you should get them. But I really like the Elenda Duskrose art by Richard Kane Ferguson. Yeah, apparently he's a celebrity, I think, in Magic the Gathering art or something like that. But you really look at this one. This is way better art than the original Elenda. So I finally have one, and I'm very grateful or thankful that I've held off buying one for so long. Oracle of Moldaya. This used to be like 1,000 peso card or more, and now it has tanked to less than 500. So I think the borderless version is even less than 500. So I decided to pick them up now. If I didn't know any better, the art looks like it's an altar, but apparently there's the Oracle of Moldaya, an elf shaman. Vidalcan Ori, always going to be a commander staple, and that's way cheaper right now. So it's one of those cards that can potentially combo off, or at least makes you a reactive player. So a very powerful card, always a testament when it's played in other streams such as or other YouTube channels such as the Command Zone. So yeah, and 1,000 Year Storm. Unfortunately, I already have a 1,000 Year Storm, but this art is really good, looks really good. So I decided to just again, it kind of feels like it's an altar, but yeah, I decided to get this anyway because of the art. It really looks good. So yeah, I'm going to sell my other 1,000 Year Storm. This one has no label. So again, yeah, thank you Sir Lucky Angelo for the cards. No, I'm glad I trusted you. Anyway, this one has no label, but pink packets. Well, other than Sir Lucky Angelo, the only one that I've known to use them is Paul Relativo. So yeah. So what I do is I dibs multiple times over a course of days, and I just let them ship it like near the end of the month or something like that, so I can save on shipping fee. Because shipping fee is not a joke, guys. It's like 100 for each order I do. Okay, so yeah, we have a lot here. We have a lot going on in here. Let's check it out. We got Raga Draga, Gorgot's boss. Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get him in any of our Commander Legends 2 set, so decided to buy him. He's really cheap. Kogla, the Titan Ape, will be going to my Selvala deck, Heart of the Wilds, I think. Yeah, the pure green one. So Kogla, the Titan Ape, yep. That's going in. Actually, I built that deck for my brother because it was his request for a budget CEDH, but yeah, don't know what happened there. But it's very close to being built. I just need a couple of more pump spells. And Kairuda, Doom of Depths. I'm not sure why I really bought this, but one, it's way too cheap, and I guess it's that ability. When this enters the battlefield, each player puts the top 4 cards of the library into their graveyard, then put a creature card with an even converted mana cost from among those cards into the battlefield under control. So if you can blink this a number of times, that would be really good. And it has companion as well, but yeah, we will try to work around that. Again, I'm not sure why I'm struggling to think right now why. But I think it's just 60 pesos. So yeah, I think it's a deal rather than it's in Ikoria. I think it's a set that we won't be able to open anymore. Or at least I think I teased before that I would like to get at least open a set booster from that, or collector booster rather. Next, Tyvarkel, I dibs this, or I got this already because it was very hard to find. And when a seller sells this card, it's almost always grabbed the first card to be grabbed. So this can go into my last list deck. Elves you control, yeah, it has a static ability which gives elves you control. Uh, well, elves you control become a mana dork, and then yeah, you can create an elf to protect itself. That rhymes, but yeah, you get the point. It's for the elf tribal. And it has that planeswalker symbol, but I still got this for cheap. And Vexing Puzzle Box. If you have a deck that would roll a D20, I guess you would like to have this card. And also it serves as a mana dork. One mana of any color, then roll a D20. Yep. Self-explanatory. Also Zur the Enchanter. I think this has been the cheapest he's been. I think people still prefer the older one, the older art, which is I think more expensive than this. But I think Posty also has this card. I'm not sure if it was dedicated to him or something like that, but yep, this cheap. I can build a deck with it. Esper colors. I don't think I have a deck that has Esper colors for Commander yet. So yeah, I got this already, pretty cheap. And I think these are more CADH or powerful cards. Animate Dead. Yep. I forgot that there was a black bordered version of this, I think. But I still decided to go with it and buy it. I kind of like the freaky, demonic-like old art by Anson Maddox. But, yep. I decided to get this. Apparently, it's a cheaper version. So, yep. I got this already. CEDH potential. And can combo off with World Gorger Dragon. That's one card that we need to get still. And Underworld Breach has potential combos as well. Because, yep, it gives each non-land card in the graveyard escape. So if you don't know escape, yep, it says there. We have two more packs in here, which are really heavily protected. I guess I'll go back to you guys when I've opened it. And there we go. We have opened it using our trusty knife. Again, I'm not sure why it needs to be balot na balot or excessively bubble wrapped. It's not like I got very expensive cards in here. Most of these are bought for cheap. But excessively wrapped, I think this is going to be from Sir Marjo again. And damn, I do have a lot. And I think I'll keep these things because, yeah, these wrappers. So if I decide to sell the cards or ship them, I can give it. Anyway, let's go, guys. Okay, no, these are just additional cards that he gives. No, I didn't dibs this, guys. These are just additional cards he gives to buffer or protect the cards, which is a smart idea. I guess these are the same. Let's just get them out of the way. Oh yeah, these are what you call junk. They're junks, yeah. And the actual cards are... Nope, more junk. Adjuncts. Here, so Dance of the Many. I think this has some combo potential with recently released cards. And it has that white bordered old art, so I guess I got it already. This was reprinted in that Fortnite Secret Lair, but I don't think we'll be getting that because most of the cards in that Secret Lair we already have. So I decided to get this. I think it's the only copy of Dance of the Many. At least this is the only printed version of it, aside from the Fortnite one. So yeah, I decided to get it already. And Nim Death Mantle, again reprinted in Double Masters. Again at its cheapest, 120 pesos, or roughly $2 or more. So yep, get it while it's cheap. I don't know why I got this. Fractured Sanity. I think I was still... Oh, sorry, I bumped it. I guess I was still in the mood for building a modern deck. There are a lot of tournaments right now being done with the modern format. So, yep. And I don't really like those other decks where you need a lot of fetch. I think I'm going to go with mono blue mill. Or at least only a blue black mill, so I only have to buy one kind of fetch. Birgi, God of Storytelling, so yep. I think we'll be using more of the Horn. And this will go or slot perfectly well with my Prosper the Tomebound deck. Yeah. Because when you discard a card, you exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards instead. So it serves as an extension of your hand. And you can discard lots of cards. No? Basically, entire hand to get lots of cards as well. And it's showcase as well. Looks good. I think this has better art than the normal version. I think this was my first dibs for this set. The Jade Orb of Dragonkind and the Carnelian Orb of Dragonkind. These are going to my Mirim, the Sentinel Worm deck. Odd enough, when I opened my Commander Legends stuff, I wasn't able to get any of these. So it was weird. It's not even uncommon. Anyway, Fire Song and Bloodforge Battle Axe, yep. I kinda regret opening this because I got a copy from that sponsored by Magic the Gathering. So I regret buying this. It's the one card I bought for that day. Well, Fire Song is on speaker, but this was like less than $1, less than $1. And this was the other expensive card I got. Like, I guess it goes for like $3 or something like that. And then I opened the same card in what Wizards of the Coast sent for me. The 8. Yeah, you're going to see that video if you haven't yet. It's still with Ungeek. But yeah, spoiler alert. Anyway, that was, I don't know. I was really banking on that to not happen, so I wouldn't feel like I wasted my money. Anyway, Crawl Harpooner, I think this is going to go to my Selvala deck. Vivictus Asmadi, the Dire. This was cheaper way back then, but for some reason this shot up in value, and I think it has something to do with being included in your Henzi Toolbox Story commander deck, or at least you can slot it in there. And last dibs from Sir Paul Relativo of the Hive Mind. Hypnotic Siren, I knew I bought you. Riptide Chimera and Crawl Harpooner. Oh no, this is not from Paul Relativo, sorry. The second pink one was from Sir Paul Relativo. This one is from MGG Online Hobby Shop. And yeah, oh wow. So I forgot I bought another Crawl Harpooner, but yeah, no, this is pretty cheap, like 11 pesos I think for Crawl Harpooner. So not much loss there. I was still having the dream of building my Tatsunari Toad Rider deck. That's why I got this enchantment creature. And at the beginning of your upkeep, return an enchantment you control to its owner's hand, which you can bounce, and you can play again, bounce an enchantment, play again. If it has an ETB effect, all the more better. And yeah, that would really increase the power level of Tatsunari, because I know he has an ETB effect. I mean, when enchantments enter the battlefield. And this one, I think is from Contemporary Nuke. Let's see the safest way to open it. Does it say this side up? But yeah, we're just going to be extra careful. Extra careful. Okay, now it's open. Apparently we got it from the side. This is not an unboxing. This is an unwrapping. But I think I shouldn't really complain. It's better that the cards are super protected than not at all. There you go. Ching! Okay, now we see a beautiful Genesis Ultimatum. I guess you could say it's in Timur colors, so you know where that card is going. That's right, going to my Miriam Sentinel Worm deck. I forgot how many cards I got from Contemporary Nuke, but unlike MGG Online Hobby Shop, they don't add bulk stuff, I guess. So we kind of got a lot of cards from them. First is this one, Genesis Ultimatum. It's a PR foil. So you can see that there is like a weird claw thing made of sparklies over there. Very powerful effect, very mana intensive. Kura the Boundless Sky only because it's borderless and we don't have it yet, and it's going to slot into my Miriam, the Sentinel Worm deck. I'm surprised Icing Death is a crap mythic. I think this was like 40 bucks, 40 pesos, so less than a buck. The Dragon Tempest, I was so happy I was able to buy this card before it shot up in price. So, yep. Cryptic Gateway, one of those obscure cards where you can tap 2 untap creatures you control, then put a creature card from your hand to play that shares a creature type. Very perfect for dragons. And with Miriam Sentinel Worm, you're going to make token copies of your cards, of your dragons. So you can just potentially cascade into your other dragons. Helm of Gatzuk. You may give one creature Band-Aid. I am not sure why I bought this card, but the casting cost is pretty cheap. You get banding. It's an old keyword. I don't want to discuss because I don't even understand how banding works. Maybe I'll check. Yeah, Thassa Deep Dwelling. I think it's about time I got this card. One, it's showcase, so I think it's the better form. It slots well into other decks. Portal Mage. Intet the Dreamer. I guess you can say we can also put this in our Miriam Sentinel Worm deck if we have the time. The 1,000-Year Storm, yep. But I bought this when it crashed down in price already. So, yep, no worries about there. It's also a double master, so. Beast Within, always good removal. Garruk Unleashed, pretty cheap. Glasspool Mimic, we can also slot this in your, well, in Miriam Sentinel Worm, because it has an ability that can enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature. So, value. And then, it can also act as an emergency land if you don't have. Either Snatch. I was surprised no one was getting this, so I dibsed it already. Because you gain control of target spell and you may choose new targets for it. Hammer of the Zon, perfect for Roga and Arden deck. My Boros slap around deck. Then Dragon Turtle, again, for Miriam. Putrid Leech, a zombie for the Necronomicon. Is that it? Almost forgot about these cards, and yep, finally I have a Stoneforge Mystic. And it looks very mint. Yep, from Worldwake, I guess. And yeah, look at that. I got this from, surprisingly, Big Boy Store, PH. I was surprised they were selling cards, old cards at that. I even saw Gaia's Cradle. But yeah, it was out of my price range, so I got this instead. And I used all my Sumo dollars just to bring down the price. So they were selling it for 1.5, and I had 9 Sumo dollars, which equals to 50 pesos each per dollar. So that's 450. So I bought this for 1,050 pesos. So yeah, what a deal. It's like $21 if yep, we're comparing prices, $21, but yeah. It's nice. I finally have Stoneforge Mystic. This could slot in well for my Rogue Rock and Arden deck. And these 2 cards, Terror of the Peaks and Utvara Hellkite. I bought this from Sir Jerome, I think. And surprisingly, yeah, I got Utvara Hellkite before it jumped in price. So I was very happy with that. And Terror of the Peaks. And again, they will be going to my Miriam the Sentinel Worm deck. And look at that sleeve. They have sleeves. This is from Dragon Shield, the textured art thing. They have, yeah, it feels very weird in the back. Very textured, very, a bit rough. I like the artwork. Looks mystical. Looks like a tarot card. And it smells like, I forgot what that smells like, but it smells very sweet. Almost to the point that sweet and slightly burnt. That's what it smells like. Maybe it's from the printer, but I don't know. So yeah, those are my dibs. I think I have one more, but I have seemed to forgotten where I put it. Well, it's nothing really special. It's just Riel the Everwise, which will be used for my Brawlin and Shabraz discard and draw deck. Partner the draw and discard deck. That Jeskai deck. So yep. I hope you like this video. Please leave a like, thumbs up, comment down below what you think of the cards I bought. Again, this is not financial advice or a sign for you to buy those cards already. Again, I just needed most of them for my collection and for my existing commander decks or commander decks that I was trying to build. But especially in if you want, I guess if there's one little advice I can give you is to at least start buying the cards in Double Masters 2022 because some of them have already found their price point, or yeah, it can only go up from here, I believe. So yep, see you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.